get you prepared for it.
Yes.
So that you will not be hindered by the plagues. But
Escape.
you know y'all going to reject the truth, you know.
No,
But I can speak to y'all anyhow because he tells me to speak.
Yes. Speak, brother.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they agree? You hear what he say? Man, I ain't worrying about them. Think I worrying about them France and Italy and Britain and all them. I ain't worrying about them people. I worrying about Jordan. I make the covenant with Israel.
Yes.
That's who I make it with.
Israel got to keep it so they can learn how to keep it.
And because we get scattered out the land, you know what he said? Salvation come to the Gentiles.
Yes.
That's why if a red man come to me now, I said, brother, I was listening to your message, I'd like to be a Moise. I'd look at him strange and say, wow, who is this that listening to the voice of Israel?
Yeah.
And Israel himself would not listen. That's why the Father say, many of Israel can be cast away and the heathen coming in.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Bring it out.
Oh my goodness.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 4.
No, I'm sure
Deuteronomy chapter 4. Let's get this cake.
Bring it out, brother.
Word is sweet as honey. Y'all need to stop dealing in Harlem. That's all you're going to be on that net doing. Said you're going to look for truth. You're all up on that net looking for these women and a bunch of foolishness. 32. Forsake now, for ask now of the days that are past,
Yes.
which were before thee. Since the day that Elohim created man upon the earth, and asked from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there had been any such thing as great thing as, or had been heard like it.
Yes.
Did ever people hear the voice of Elohim? Israel hear it.
Bring it out.
Speaking out of the midst of the fire.
Yes.
Say the fire come before Moses. Moses, he came before Moses face to face, but Moses didn't see his face. He would have died. He come in a ball of fire.
Yes.
Got these false prophet Ellen White Demon, these shepherd Rod Hutep and all of that, but they are a bunch of demon liars. Trying to deceive Israel. Don't be deceived by them people.
Liars.
He
Deceivers.
said, or had Elohim said to go and take him a nation from the midst of any other nation, by temptation, by signs, by wonders, by war, and by a mighty hand,
Only
or by
Israel.
a stretched out arm, and by great terror, according to all that Yahweh, your Elohim, did for you in Egypt, going back to Egypt. Only Israel.
Only Israel.
Man, he ain't concerned these heathen. It's okay if they won't worship Jesus Christ, but the Father saying, you,
Yes.
I need you to come out of her now.
Covenant.
Come on, see 400 years past, now he's saying it's time to bring y'all home. It can be just like in the days of Noah, you know. All y'all want to do is get married and drink and reject the truth. Father say I can be with all y'all.
Covenant. Covenant
Out
time.
of heaven he made thee to hear his voice, that he might instruct thee, and upon earth he shewed thee his great fire, and thou heardest his word out of the midst of the fire.
Yes.
Oh, I thank the Father. Because, you know,
Bless him.
I know his word through you. Because he speak to me just like I speaking to you.
Yes.
When he speak to me, I turn around to look to see who talking to me.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, brothers and sisters, y'all might not hear, but I stand on his word.
Yes.
I
Bless him,
know
Father.
what he talking about.
Yes.
He only just come to Israel. The Father say, man, if I send a prophet, it can be from your own people, Israel.
Yes.
You see these white people, but Ellen White and Hutep and all these bunch of things, but the Father, the heathens.
Herbert
He
W.
said, I'll never send a prophet. Say, if I send one, it could be from amongst my own people. That's why he sent Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Amos, Habakkuk, Micah. That's why he sent them.
Yes. Israel.
Israel, Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, he sent them.
Yes.
He don't need to send no heathen to his people.
No.
Father say, I got people, I can send them up at my own seed of Israel.
Jewels.
That's right.
Moshe Hikuma.
Because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them.
Yes.
Now who the father says he loved, I can tell you right now. Abraham, Yitzhak, and Jacob. He said, because I love your fathers.
Yes.
That's why I keep in you.
Yes.
See, our fathers is Abraham. He loves us. Brothers and sisters, you don't know how much you love. You see, I know you love your pastor, but your pastor has been deceived. But some of them gonna know it's true, but the reason they ain't gonna want to straighten up because they done been sold out to the money.
Sold out.
The Father said, what does it profit you to gain the whole world and lose your whole soul? Now I can understand you taking the whole world and losing it, but some of these ministers selling out for just one salary. Oh goodness.
Mercy.
I could see if it's a couple $1 billion. They selling out for just a salary. If they miss and walk out of this truth and come into the Father's truth, their wife might say, look here man, I can leave you. Man, let her go. And if the wife take the truth and the husband acting the fool, let him go. You
Yes.
see, it's incumbent upon you to search out your salvation.
Yes.
You better hear me.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 7. Let's work with me.
Bring it, brother.
Verse 6. Now I'm giving y'all the scriptures so y'all can check them yourself.
Yes.
And once this is out, you could always stop and pause it. And you see, I want you to know he ain't coming for no church. That's a lie. The church, Christianity, and all them whorehouses who worship Jesus Christ and Jehovah and Buddha and Allah and Islam, all them of the devil.
Say it, brother.
Every single one.
I know you're right.
But thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy Elohim.
Israel.
He bringing us back.
Yes.
He require his worship.
Yes.
But it got to be in spirit and in truth.
Covenant.
For 400 years, you were standing on sand. You hear the woman? She was in, she said, I stand on the rock, Jesus Christ. But now the Father sent me to tell you that Jesus Christ is Satan.
Sinking sand.
You're standing on sinking sand. But now, do you love him enough to straighten up? This way he can get you. See, you're in a mode hard. You got to prove yourself now.
Yes.
He said, Yahweh thy Elohim hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's right.
So it's a Pacific set of people.
Yes, Israel.
And I telling you is, we were the slaves. You want to see what they do to our brothers and sisters in America? How they put the dogs on them, how they hang them and burn them, how they drag them behind cars.
Put the hose on
Father
them.
say, you all might forget, but I ain't gonna, he said, I can deal with all of y'all for that.
Shamunaya.
He said, I can deal with all of y'all. Talking about a certain set of people.
Yes.
Verse 7, Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor chose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, but because Yahweh loved you.
Nice.
He loved us.
Shamane.
He did love Abraham, you know.
Yes.
All this love fall from Abraham.
Yes.
He said, Abraham in Psalm 51:1. He said, come up from among your people.
Yes.
Abraham pack up his stuff and go on. He said, boy, I acquaint that to you for righteousness. He said, walk with me. Then he had Isaac.
Genesis chapter 12.
And every time when Abraham died, the love he had for Abraham gone to Isaac. When Isaac died, it gone to Jacob. When Jacob died, it gone to the 12 tribes.
12 tribes.
And the seed after that.
Yes.
And that's us. We are loved of the Father.
Yes, love of the Father.
Verse 8, because Yahweh loved you and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn to your fathers.
Yes.
That's what he did. He said, Abraham, because you obey me,
That's right. Obedience.
you and your seed, I can love yours forever.
What a love.
And he had sworn unto your fathers that Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen,
Yes.
from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt,
Yes.
slave men. You know Israel spent most of their time as slaves
My.
than free. That's why he have to come and set us up. We were slaves more than we were free. Bring us out of Egypt, we make a covenant, we break that. Back into slavery with Nebuchadnezzar. 400 years. Solomon built the temple, Nebuchadnezzar destroyed the temple, we went into slavery for 400 years with Nebuchadnezzar.
70 years. 70 years.
In Babel.
70 years.
And then the new temple was built 400 years after Solomon. So we have to be careful, brothers and sisters.
Yes.
We have to stand on the truth of Elohim.
Yes.
He said, know therefore that Yahweh thy Elohim, he is the Elohim, the faithful Elohim, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandment to 1,000 generations.
Yes.
You hear that?
Yes. Yes.
You know
1,000
what he say?
generations.
So if he say 1,000 generations, you know what that means?
They ain't stopping.
The seed's still here. But they don't want to acknowledge who he is. You don't hear this one topic they don't talk about. You don't think the Bible done explain to them who is it? They don't want to hear that. They done thief the land. Give it to strangers. Give it to Edomites.
Yes.
All they have over there,
Edomites.
all they just have over in Israel is homosexual parade, murdering their neighbors. The Father said in Revelation 12:9, they're the synagogue of Satan.
Edomites.
Just see how they treat their neighbors.
Yes.
You see? It says 11, thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgment which I command thee this day to do them.
Yes.
Wherefore it shall come to pass if you do not hearken and to do them, that Yahweh thy Elohim shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers, and he will love thee, if you keep them. He will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee.
Yes.
He will also bless the fruit of thy womb
Yes.
and the fruit of thy land and thy corn and the wine and the oil and the increase
Yes.
of thy flocks.
Yes.
Let's go to Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32 and 15. Deuteronomy 32 and 15. And he said, But but Yeshurun waxed fat,
Waxed
and
fat,
kicked
and
thou
kicked.
art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook Elohim, which made him likely esteem the rock of his salvation. Listen here, it said, Jerusalem waxed fat. They start to prosper now.
Yes.
Oh, they was doing good.
Yes. Prosperity now.
What happened now? They forgetting him.
Oh my goodness.
It's a sad thing when you forget. It's just like us Israel brother. Soon as you get $1 million, you're going crazy.
Yes.
But you know, worshiping and harder many, the Father trying to bring y'all back to truth.
Mm.
Oh, it's amazing to see what you're not going to choose.
Yes.
But the Father say, speak to them, Darren. Speak to them whether they listen, and
Yes.
call them whether they come. Say, speak to them. They
Speak to them,
provoke
brother.
him to
Speak to them.
jealousy with strange gods, with abomination, provoke them, him to anger. You see how it provoke him?
Mm.
They start setting up these statues. When you look in Rio de Janeiro and Brazil, they got these big statues of this so-called Jesus Christ.
Chicago.
All over the place, they got these craven images. And the Father said, if you do break one of the commandments, you break all. But why your minister still encouraging you when you go in your church, you got these stained glass with these white Christs on them. These crosses. In the church, you got cross and pictures of this devil, this Satan. Y'all don't know y'all worshiping the devil? Y'all don't know even when y'all bless y'all food and say Jesus bless his food, y'all talking to Satan? The Father sending you truth now. But watch y'all full of pride and wickedness. Y'all don't care. Y'all are the seeds of them Pharisees and scribes who say let the curse fall on our children. That's y'all daddy there. Because if y'all ain't listening to what the Father say lovest thou me more? Who you love more? Some of you ain't even a man in your house. Woman rule over you. But the Father say in Genesis 3 and 16, the man should rule over the woman.
Yes.
He mean in love. But the woman don't even want that.
The one
the
no love.
pastor telling them, oh no, you equal with him. You father, come on man. The Father say, you be a liar and let me be true.
Yes.
Genesis 3, and the husband should rule over the wife. That settles it for me, brother and sister.
Yes, yes.
You got a problem with that, that's your business. I ain't got time for y'all. And when Yahweh saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Yes.
He said he abhorred because now they're bringing this curse down on the children.
I see.
See what Satan got now? They're bringing this white Christ and telling the little babies, don't forget to pray to Jesus. Even when I tell them the truth, they still, you go in the house, they got this picture of white Christ hanging up. Man, y'all come back to the Imram. Come back to the scripture.
Yes. Come back, Israel.
He said, I will hide my face from them. Now, come on here now. The Father hide his face from us for 400 years. See that?
Yes.
When he called me and said, Darren, I want you to come out, I have to teach you, he turned in his face back to us.
Yes.
You see, that's what he did. That's why I was even worshiping this Jesus Christ. Then I catch myself and say, well, Darren, how you didn't see it? Didn't he say in the word? And you out there for this whole system, this Adventist churches, and all them believe in one woman who was dead from 18 something. That's who they worship up. And I out there giving out tracts with this white Christ on it. Fool, fool, fool.
Yes.
Fool, fool. The Father bring me back.
Fool, fool.
He said, catch yourself, son.
Yes.
Catch yourself.
Bless his
It
Father.
says, and I will move them to jealousy, for a fire kindle in my anger,
Yes.
and shall burn unto the lowest hell.
Against Israel.
For they are a nation, 28, they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them.
My.
And when he come in the last days, see this be in the last days. Just like he come to know a lot of these people going to hell for this Jesus. Oh, they ain't giving up. That name is everything they got. When they find, and look how good the Father is. Now the Father sent his servants to tell them that name is the mark of the beast and it's Satan. Now they realize when they thought they was on solid rock, they were standing on sand.
Sinking
But my
sand.
brothers and sisters, what he trying to do now, save you? Do you want to burn in the lake of fire with the angels? Your goal is to make it to the kingdom, right?
Yeah.
To live forever, right? All I'm saying to you, as the Father said to me, do thus say it, Yahweh. Forget the leaders.
Yes.
Forget them. Let's go to Jeremiah 33. Jeremiah 33. Jeremiah 33 and 23. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came to Jeremiah, saying, considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, the two families which Yahweh had chosen, he had even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. Thus said Yahweh, if my covenant not be with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinance of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant. He said the only way you wouldn't find Israel on this earth, in the flesh. The stars in heaven wouldn't be there no more. Just the same heaven David then was under.
All the sun and the moon.
That's why he said there is no other name under heaven by which a man can be saved. That there's no other name given to man.
Yes.
Now who gave this name to man? Yahweh. He
Yes.
sent Gabriel, say, Gabriel, go down there and tell her, name the child Yahushua. But when the pastor get on your pulpit and tell you, he say, name the child Jesus, that's a lie. The letter J was not invented till 1680. Go on your internet. Stop looking for Hodom. That's a problem there.
Yes.
Woman can't wait to open their leg up and man can't wait to dive in. And the father say, when they dive into the pits of hell.
Hey. Shomandi.
That's what you dive into. Considerest thou not that these people are spoken, saying the two families which Yahweh had chosen, he had even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before him. Thus said ye, if my covenant be not for day and night, and I have not appointed order, then I have and night, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob and David,
Yay.
my servant. So I will not take any of his seed to be rulers over the seed of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, for I will cause their captivity return and have mercy on you. You hear what he said? I can cause Israel captivity to return. Be in captivity, you know.
Yes.
Y'all ain't know we in captivity? You know, they say we get independence from the British. You don't know that's a lie. We still slaves. The one good thing the Bahamas had going for them, the telecommunications, look who buy that out, the British. The same people who we get independent, they can keep you in slavery. You don't see why we got to go to them to get permission to hang somebody? They the masters. We still their slaves. When they see you doing good, you see what they come and do? They come and buy it out. They come and buy it out. That's where we can stay the tail. You know, better come back to the truth. So you can be lost.
Come to the truth, Israel.
Else you would be lost. And I mean sorry lost. Romans chapter 11. Romans chapter 11.
Mercy.
Let's get there. Romans chapter 11, verse 20 to 26. Well, because of unbelief they were broken off. And thou standest by faith, be not high-minded but fair. For if Elohim spared not the natural branch, take heed lest he also spare not thee. Behold therefore the goodness and servitude of Elohim on them which fell servitude, but towards thee goodness, if thou continue in goodness. Otherwise thou also shalt be cut off. You know what he said? Israel, come back to the truth. Like how I come back to the truth, he said, my son, keep on in the truth and in goodness.
Yes.
Because if you flinter, I can cut you off.
Yes.
So he's saying to me, now that I have brought you out upon him and had you immersed in the true name of the Father and the true name of the Son, he said, stay focused.
Stay there.
Stay focused. And they also, if they bide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in. For Elohim is able to graft them in again.
Yes.
So he can graft you back in. No unbelief. And they also, if they bide not still, for if thou wert cut out of the olive tree, which is wild by nature and were grafted contrary to nature into a good olive tree, how much more shall these which be natural branches be grafted into their own olive tree? See, we are the original natural branches.
Yes.
But what he is saying, if we repent and come back to the covenant, say we automatically engrafted it.
Yes.
You see? We automatically engrafted it.
Yes.
For I
Automatically.
would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant for this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceit, that blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. You see that? He said he blind us until the full. He waking us up now. This is the fullness of the heathen, you know. That's what it is. Only two types of heathen in Israel.
Yes.
This is the fullness. That's why he calling his servants now to go there to warn you.
Yes.
The fullness has reached. Any further for them to go? They done gone to the moon. They done built enough bombs to wipe the whole earth. This their fullness. Now he releasing his servants.
Bring it up.
And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is risen. As it is risen. He wants to save us. There shall come off out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Yes.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise him.
Romans chapter 3. Romans chapter 3,
Bless him.
verses 1 to 4. What advantage then had the Jew Or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of Elohim.
Yes.
You know what he said? The oracles.
Yes.
That means the good
The
news
scriptures,
was committed unto Israel.
the laws.
And when we were blinded and lost, the whole world lost.
Yes.
Now that the fullness is coming, he had taught his servants because he done teach me.
Yes.
Now he sent me to tell you all the truth. See, the oracles coming from Israel.
Yes. Only
But
Israel.
now, is whether you going to accept.
Yes.
Father said, boy, I have some payback to give to these people.
Mm.
Allah, he said, for what? If some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of Elohim without effect?
Yeah.
Elohim forbid, yea, let Elohim be true, but every man a
A
liar.
liar.
Whatever the word say, if a pastor say something against it, call him a liar and say, Elohim true.
Yes.
He's telling you that from his word.
Exactly.
You're going to say the pastor right. Or the pastor, will they say this name is a false name? They invented the J in 1630. And ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. Just a new language. That's a lie. They say there is no name above his name. Just a special name. Elohim forbid, let Elohim be true, but every man a lie. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Yes.
Genesis 41. You see, I just dealing with the scriptures, brothers and sisters.
Yes. Only the truth.
Genesis 41. These false prophets, they want to write books and have you all go in the shop like fools spending your money on these books, buying them, and all they teaching is hoard them. That's all they teaching, hoard them. All right, Genesis 41. And it came to pass at the end of the full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. Let's go to verse 8 and 12.
Teach it.
Verse 8 and 12. And it came to pass in the morning. So we see here Pharaoh had this dream.
Yeah.
Now watch it now. Pharaoh needed an interpretation to this dream.
Yes.
But the baker who was in prison said there's only one man we know that can interpret, and he is a Hebrew Israelite. He is an Israel. He said, bring this man before me. And this was Joseph. You see? And Joseph said, it's the Elohim who give these meanings.
Yes.
And he revealed the dream to him.
Yes.
And that's when he made Joseph ruler of his whole house.
Yes.
Come on now, work with me. Let's
Teach
go
it.
to verse 38 and 41. It says, and Pharaoh said unto his servant, can we find such a one? Watch our Israel. Watch who Israel is. Can we find such? As this is a man in whom the spirit of Elohim is. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as Elohim has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Mary.
Joseph, Israel, thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people rule. All my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thee. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set you over the whole land.
The whole land.
See, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. When you come back to the scriptures and accept the Father's word and his servants, the Father can make you a ruler.
Yes. Rulers.
Don't be deceived when these fair people tell you, take your hard-earned money and invest it in this whole house.
Israel is
People
rulers.
sending their $1,000 and $500, and when they give their money, they so foolish and stupid. They go out there, find one can of tuna in the road, and run back to the pastor and say, Pastor, guess what? You know, after I give you that $1,000, I thought it was going to stop. You know, when I was getting in the house, I see one can of tuna on the side of the bush. Say, isn't Jesus good?
Tuna blessing.
Tuna blessing. That's all Jesus good for. Damon himself. See, you got to come to the Father. See, they fool. They ain't understand what they're dealing with. They fool.
Bring it out.
He said, 38 and 41. Thou shalt be over my house and on all the land. Now let's go to Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2, 1 to 5. And in the second year of Nebuchadnezzar, he dreamed a dream. Now we know that this is where Nebuchadnezzar had his dream. And I'm trying to get you to understand that Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. And he was confused.
Yes.
And who he had to send for, who they had to bring before he killed, he was killing up everybody.
Israel.
All them false. He called Daniel. Then Daniel gone before Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego and said, let's pray to the Elohim of heaven. And he received the answer.
Yes.
Let's go to 10, verse 10 and 20. Then Daniel answered, verse 14, then Daniel answered with the counsel and wisdom of Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men. Because they couldn't answer, they couldn't give him the interpretation.
No interpretation.
But Daniel the Israel, you see, if you aren't connected to Yahweh, if you ain't Israel, what is in and out? Don't mind these people, they're liars. When last did you see any church in the Bahamas, anywhere in these hall hosts? The people going in wheelchair and on crutches, and they come out here. And the set would go in wheelchair and crutches and come walking out, they never will say. Because when a person healed from being in a chair for 20 years, he ain't walking out, he's sprinting out.
Yes.
He gone. You see? They're a bunch of devils, liars. You never hear Ben Sensi hear that in the paper. Oh, you know, we've been by Brother Neil Ellis Shea, Brother Miles Monroe, and he said 10 people get up with the sick bed. They don't even go by the hospital because they worship.